Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. It is a bright, sunny, and sweaty fucking day here in New Jack City.
Hey!
Oh my god, I had so much underboob sweat today because I was very ambitious and saw an apartment, I viewed an apartment before the toast. Life before the toast is not real.
No, there's no such thing.
No, it was a crazy, ambitious thing for me to do.
It's like PT, BT, PT.
Totally.
Before toast, post toast.
Oh no, BTAT.
Yeah, I guess that would be it. But no, nothing happens BT. Unless you have to go to the doctor or something. You know?
No, in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the Morning Toast. Thank you for joining us yesterday. We had a jolly good show yesterday. Really just hoping to bleed into Tuesday. I'm feeling good.
Get those bleedy vibes into Tuesday. Hey, Counselor Snitch, how you feeling on the ones and twos?
Good, I'm feeling good.
How you
really?
Feeling
You don't sound like
How
it.
you feeling on the Snitch Cam?
Good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What we like to hear. The Snitch Cam stands for Always Be Snitch Cam.
Yes, always be snitchy. We are going to talk a little bit about Bachelor in Paradise, but there's another episode tonight. And then the Snatchler will be hitting you on the podcast apps. But we did run into quite a little tundra.
Yeah, a snafu with the Snatchler.
Yes, our podcast was taken down off of iTunes because, and you know what, we deserved it because we had copyrighted material in our artwork, which has since been remediated. So I'm hoping it can get back up on iTunes by tomorrow. But in case that it doesn't, it's still available on Spotify. And I think you can also listen to it on audioboom.com, if need be.
Yeah.
We'll give you the links.
We'll give you the links tomorrow. Hopefully we're back up and running because the Snatchler was just snatching up the charts.
No, the Snatcher was snatched off the charts.
Yeah. Oh, and then she was snatched. Her wig was snatched.
Not that it's a good thing, but I do feel somewhat seen by Warner Brothers coming for our podcast. I just have to say the holding company of The Bachelor came for our small little podcast.
I agree. It's honestly so flattering. Thank you for the recognition. We're not worthy, but we really appreciate it.
We are worthy. It's
We are
damn
worthy.
time.
Yeah, Jackie, you're always downing yourself.
I'm just humble. I'm just a humble girl.
The way you say humble is very humbling.
I agree. It's a humbling word.
Not to bore everyone, but I think I have tendonitis in my left big toe.
Ooh, tell us more.
I had tendonitis in my thumb 2 years ago, and I had to go to a bunch of doctors to figure out why, and it was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. Now I'm having it in my toe, and it's not working for me. I gotta be on my feet today. I'm a busy woman.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm the face of tendonitis, honestly. You know how Halsey is the face of endometriosis?
Yes, and Yolanda Hadid is the face of Lyme disease.
I am the face of tendonitis.
I understand.
And soon to be gout. Maybe it's gout. It's just my big toe.
Whoa.
Isn't that what gout feels like?
Yeah.
I know someone who has gout. I'm going to ask.
Gout is just so crazy. Watch that episode of Royal Pains.
Oh my God, I'm really feeling like I have gout now.
But you don't eat super rich food.
Yeah,
I
you eat
McDonald's.
the opposite.
Yeah, it's the king's disease. You don't eat like a king. Honestly, you eat like a sorry person.
No, it's caviar and champagne.
Yeah, and egg yolk.
Yeah, no, I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking
But
of,
this
that
is really,
thing.
this is really feeling gouty.
Gouty vibes only.
Gouty vibes only. New merch.
Anyways, hey everyone. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
What's good?
I feel not a lot happened since yesterday, so I don't have much to recap you guys on. Just, being a mom of one. Such rewarding work.
Such rewarding work. We did a super fun Patreon episode. This week is really Patreon heavy week because one, I put up my full wedding extended video trailer on the Patreon.
Which we spoke about on our Patreon episode, but it's just so brave of you. It's just, I feel for weddings, I spread myself, I literally showed my vagina to the world for my wedding, but I didn't release my video just because that is so intimate,
Yeah, no,
and you did it.
It was super personal, but that was back when we didn't have a Patreon. And I love our patrons, and everyone really wanted this video, and I was happy to share it, and I was really just so glad that everyone loved it because I had such a pit. Then yesterday we recorded a super fun new creative episode.
Interesting episode.
Where we combed through the newspaper and talked about all of the craziest, weirdest, funniest stories. We read our horoscopes. We went through everything except the sports section.
Front to back.
Cover to cover. And I think it was filled with interesting factoids. I really do. Then today we have our Asbury Park behind the scenes episode dropping.
Going up.
I've been working on the content. It's premium.
It's long. It's a 30-minute vlog.
Yeah, it's super vloggy. I've actually been watching fellow vloggers to learn the art of the vlog.
What vloggers do you love?
Lauren Elizabeth
Of course.
is the only vlogger
Okay.
I know.
Me too.
But I've learned a lot from her.
I used to watch Olivia Jade's vlogs. I hope she comes back soon.
Oh, I've watched some of hers. Yeah, no, because all the B-roll.
Do you think we should get a camera?
I think so. I might be able to be ready to take my vlogging to the next level.
You should really be a vlogger, YouTuber.
Yeah, but I like to do it for the patrons.
toast, yeah.
Like, I like this level of vlogging.
No, we have so many channels in which we post content. Like, we cannot take on another.
We need not be adding another. And then also, Claudia and I think this weekend we decided, are filming our...
Oh my God, I have a pit about it.
I have a bit about it too, but Drunk, get ready with us.
We're going to model it after the Chloe and Kylie one, but just like probably a little bit lower budget. I don't know if we'll have like craft services.
Yeah.
But I have a pit about it because like I hate getting drunk like unnecessarily. Do you know what I mean?
So we can make
I think
plans
we're
for
going
after.
to do it Saturday night before the concert, like Saturday afternoon, and then we'll go to a concert, and I think that's a good way to expend our energy.
I think that's actually a great idea.
So it's going to be a fun month for the patrons. Head over to patreon.com/themorningtoast to get involved.
Get the fuck involved. Just like another personal life update that I really was excited to share with everyone is that my husband shaved his entire face.
Thank God.
So I made him shave it, but I said like let's have a little fun while okay.
Standing ovation.
I said, let's have a little fun whilst shaving. So he shaved the sides of his face and had like a goatee and mustache, which he left on for far too long. Like I would have never suggested this fun little game if I knew he was going to take it like to crazy lengths. And he looked just like Jon Favreau. And like now everyone who says we look like Jon Favreau and Ricky Lake like really had something to...
Like him doing that makes you look more like Ricky Lake.
No, I know. And it's like, I was at home working. I'm like, don't get me involved. Then
I'm
he shaved
pitching tomorrow.
Then he shaved the chin and just left the mustache like as a joke. And then he was running around quoting Lumiere. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with greatest pride and deepest pleasure. And he slept with it, and he was like trying to kiss before bed. I'm like, don't even touch me. And then this morning, it is all gone, and he looks so great.
That's exciting. Well, he was here on this show with the beard, so I feel like the Toasters are really involved in the genesis.
Well, what happened was that he was really taking this beard like all the way, and he went to a beard like stylist, and they like trimmed it and shaved it, and it made it look just like so much like a beard that I hated it. Like I liked it more, like I didn't mind it when it was so unkept because like I didn't even realize that it was a beard. But when it was like fully shaved, trimmed with the sideburns, I'm like, oh, this is a beard. It has to go.
It has
ruined
to go.
it.
I didn't like who he was becoming with the beard.
You know, it
God.
changes you.
What a way to put it.
It changes you.
It was changing him and not for the better.
I agree.
I like a bare-faced Ben.
Me too.
I like his personality
He has
with the
great
bare
skin.
face.
Like, don't muck it up.
And every time he was on stories with the beard,
He was being crazy.
I had to sweat
and I
down.
think he was like, the beard was like invigorating him in his stories,
no,
and it was just too much for me personally.
It was firing him up.
It was firing him up.
It was
sure.
the
It was gaslighting him.
gaslight. No, like the kerosene.
Yeah, the
Whatever. The something.
something. Anyways, do you think it's time? Because I think it could be time if,
It's
if
10:41.
everyone feels ready.
I mean, I feel as ready as I can be given the morning that I've had.
Understood. Well, without further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
So it's time, for sure. And I don't want to upset you because like I know you guys have like had a super hard week and like you're just going through a lot at this time. But please, I'm literally begging you from the bottom of my soul, like just let me tell you that today's episode is brought to you by Facebook Watch, The Real World Atlanta.
Please tell us.
The Morning Toast is brought to you by MTV's The Real World Atlanta, streaming now only on Facebook Watch. The original reality show is back and streaming now only with Facebook Watch. MTV's The Real World Atlanta is the next story, true story, of 7 strangers picked to live in a house and have their lives, hookups, screw-ups, apologies, fights, tears, and voices streamed exclusively on Facebook Watch. It's the return of the first unscripted reality show in TV history that tackled gender, race, AIDS, taboo, life, death, addiction, connection, acceptance, and reality. And it's being reinvented. MTV's The Real World Atlanta is an all-new reality experience with content dropping daily and new episodes every Thursday. Find out what happens when the next generation stops being polite and starts getting real again. In Facebook, click on the Facebook Watch icon and search The Real World on Watch. MTV's The Real World Atlanta, streaming now on Facebook Watch. So new episodes drop every Thursday. Catch up now. I've been watching them because I did a partnership with The Real World and I got to see the first episode super early on. It's fucking compelling shit.
It is compelling shit.
It's
like,
crazy.
This is what happens when people stop being polite and start getting real.
And you know they stay there for 3 months? Like, I would die.
That's fucking crazy.
It's torturous.
Well, at least they're becoming famous. And
Right,
they're
at least
being
they're getting
talked about on
Instagram
the
followers.
toast.
Yeah, it's so true.
Okay, first story, a little exciting news for the ladies out there and gentlemen. Harry Styles' shirtless Rolling Stone cover sends fans Margot and Claudia Oshry into a frenzy.
Truly frenzy.
Truly frenzy.
Harry Styles has left fans drooling. Rolling Stone magazine unveiled its upcoming cover featuring a shirtless Styles, and fans of the crooner and his old band One Direction went into a tizzy. That is the best way to describe it.
I was in a
Francesca
tizzy.
Bacardi.
I was in a tizzy. I was freaking out.
The cover features the 25-year-old flaunting his pearly whites as he leans into the camera showing off his various tattoos. Fans couldn't seem to contain their excitement or hormones.
Yeah.
So this is exciting.
Well, this is exciting just because, like, I feel like you don't pose on the cover of a magazine, like, when you have nothing going on. It makes me think that now the media train is, like, starting to churn, like, something will happen. I mean, obviously, my vagina wants it to be a One Direction reboot, but me thinks it might be, like, an HS2.
It's HS2. People saw him, like, spotted filming a music video.
Fuck.
Okay, we'll take it.
It's good, but I really, like, I feel like One Direction has been super patient. Like, the fans have been really patient. Like, we haven't asked, we let them all do their thing. But if you think about it, it's been like 5 years.
I
Like,
agree,
no, I
but we
know.
gave the Jonas Brothers 10.
well, because the Jonas Brothers broke up. They didn't go on hiatus. Like, the One Direction split up with the message being, we will get back together eventually.
But
like,
they
the Jonas
still-
Brothers was like, we're done. And they never left us hopeful.
As a 1D stan, and I'm not even at the top of the Stannis Baratheon list, I'm okay to give them some more time.
For sure, but
I'm
you
not
have to-
expiring.
You have to think about the expiration date on a boy band. I don't know how jazzed I'm going to be for 40-year-old One Direction.
I am.
I don't know. I'll be jazzed for 30-year-old One Direction, where it's like they're still singing the same songs, but it'll have less of a pop vibe, but it'll just be good music.
Well, that's what I wanted to say was something we touched on last week. My frustration with One Direction, and when watching their documentary and just like how they all went on after One Direction, it's like they regarded their music as on One Direction as like not being serious enough.
Agreed. I think if they're smart, and they seem to be, now they know that there were actually some really good songs in there.
And they were releasing they went album tour. Like, they were just releasing music for the sake of never not being like releasing new music, which was silly. Like, I could have used less music from them, but just more filtered out music. Like, they just had songs on albums to complete albums when, like, there were really good songs on that album, but like it was surrounded by a bunch of bullshit.
It's all watered down. Yeah.
Right. So I just want to impress, like, when they do come back together, like, I don't want them to think that the music they were releasing as One Direction was bad, because it was really good.
No, I think however they come back together, it's inherently going to be different. They're not the X Factor kids. Those X Factor in general, like, you're signed into contracts that, like, you have to be producing this music.
For life.
You probably don't even make that much money from it. I remember when Fifth Harmony was, like, getting pretty popular, they said they were still shopping at Forever 21. Like, they're not as rich as you think they are.
Because also, they're making such little money because of those contracts, and then they're also splitting it by 5.
Right. So I think when 1D comes back, it'll be in a different format. Like, now they have agents and managers, and like they know what they're doing. And some of that will be like, we're not putting out music to put out music.
Right. No. And when and if they get back together, like, they will be a cash machine.
Yeah.
Because they were a cash machine for the labels. Like, I don't think they were even making that much money when they were One Direction, but they were generating so much revenue for labels, for venues. Like, when they are now, like, they're famous enough to like make their own deals, like, they're going to be so fucking rich.
Yeah. I look forward to that for them. Also, like, their fans are getting older, having jobs. Like, I'm ready to spend. Like, I used to be in college. I didn't know. I couldn't spend money on the merch.
Right, that's like
I
the
don't have
Jonas
a 1D
Brothers.
t-shirt, but like, I want one now.
Right. That's like with the Jonas Brothers. I feel like they actually might be more successful now money-wise than they were before, because the kids that they were singing to back then had to rely on their parents to get them tickets, their parents to get them merch, their parents to show up to CD signings. Whereas, like, the Jonas Brothers fans now are really young, but like their OG fan base is us. Like, we have disposable income to buy tickets.
Yes, but I think there's probably some marketers out there who could tell you exactly who's richer, kids with their parents' money, or people like young professionals that are making money,
Right.
and they can spend their own money, but it's not like parent level.
Young professionals have more freedom with their money, but they have probably less disposable income than a parent spending money on their kid.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And like, parents will spend that money on their kid to make them happy.
But it's just more fun to be a fan of someone, like, when you have your own bank account.
Yeah, when you can buy your concert tickets, you decide where you're gonna sit.
Right, and like when we were I feel like kids these days just go to concerts like all the time, but like when we were kids, like, concerts were the biggest deal.
The biggest, and it's crazy because now I think in the next week I'm going to like 4 or 5
Right.
concerts. We go to so many concerts because they make us like
So
so
happy.
happy. But growing up, it was a huge deal, like, to get your parents not only to buy your ticket, but they have to go
They
with
have to pay
you.
with you.
They have to sit through this crap. So I'm not going to ask my mom to come to something that I'm going to be like embarrassed.
Also,
that I like this.
They have to drive you there too, and like if you're living when we were living in the suburbs, Nassau Coliseum was like an hour away.
Yeah.
It's like it was a huge undertaking. I feel like it's not anymore. I don't know why. Maybe because like so many more people are going on tour and like
Uber.
Yeah, there's just so many ways like for it to be different now, but like I always feel like really upset that like a lot of my stanhood, like childhood, like I never went to Red Taylor Swift concert when like I was fully like a developed stan, but I just wasn't financially independent or like really independent in any other way.
It was your cross to bear. You're making up for it now, though.
No, I am, but like it's just stan culture, which really like revolves around kids, is so limiting, you know? You never think about that.
Yeah, I think that the labels do think about it. They're like, okay, parents, they probably have market research that are like, parents will spend this much on their child.
And they will drive 30 minutes.
Yeah. And then they figure it out from there.
I feel like we should work for a label or some shit.
No, I know. I think we're cracking the codes. What do you think, Counselor Snitch?
As the in-house Stannis Baratheon.
I just hope that Zayn isn't part of the reunion.
I hope so too.
I mean, I don't think he will be, but I'm not upset about it.
What was your first concert, Counselor Snitch?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Do you remember that?
Oh, Circus.
Yeah.
We saw Britney Spears
at Circus concert, Madison Square Garden. She lip synced her way through it.
It was MSG?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
It was very strange.
What was your first concert?
John Mayer, shockingly, at Jones Beach, which is such a fucking vibe.
Yeah.
And I was like 12.
Wait,
Damn.
what was my first concert?
I don't know.
Was I at the John Mayer concert?
No.
Was I at the Britney Spears concert?
Yes, but that wouldn't have been your first. We were already living in the
Because it was my
city.
first.
We were?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my memory is awful. I think it was Hannah Montana, Best of Both Worlds at NASA. Oh, I think it was Glee. No.
No, that was, we were in high school.
Yeah.
Did you see Best of Both Worlds? We
Yes.
saw the...
No, we saw her crazy one when she was insane.
Bangers?
No.
No, we saw at Nassau Coliseum the one where like...
It was Best of Both Worlds. She did Hannah and Miley.
She was not Hannah.
She was not Hannah, she was Can't Be Tamed.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So lucky of us to have seen that. Honestly, the hardest part about having dementia is like I spent all these money on tickets and I don't remember them.
Yeah.
That's why you Snapchat
We
them.
saw Can't Be Tamed.
Yeah.
Remember she was on the motorcycle in the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also remember like we left at the encore and she played something and we actually waited because we loved that song. Maybe Best of Both Worlds.
I don't know.
I
That
doubt
doesn't
it.
sound right.
Whatever. I can't remember the first concert I've ever been to. That's so sad.
That's so sad.
You know, I used to tell people it was John Mayer because I think it was you and Olivia's first concert, but I don't think that it was. We saw Glee growing up in high school.
That's so late, yeah.
That was late.
It would have to have been a concert that you saw before we moved to the city. But you would have been in 7th grade. What did you like? Who did you hang out with? What about your friends? Think of your middle school friends.
Oh, I don't talk to them anymore.
Before they dumped you.
You guys
Before they turned on
Do you
me.
ever
definitely
remember
didn't go to
going to a
concerts.
concert with them?
No.
Okay. I feel like you did.
I feel like maybe my first concert was in high school. Is that weird?
No, because mine...
Your first concert couldn't have been Snitches. You're 4 years older than her, 3
Yeah.
years older.
But I don't really ever remember going to a concert like without my family. You know what I mean?
You
Now
don't
I
remember
do.
anything.
That's true. So yeah, I'm really not a good historian.
Wow, that's so sad.
Really sad.
Okay. Next story, it's Splitsville for Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx, who have split after 6 years of dating.
And the most shocking part about this is that they were together for 6 years.
Right.
And that they really hid it very well for like 4 years, because I feel like I've known about them for about 2.
Yeah, they've been taking
That's
their
math.
relationship a bit more public in recent months, but they've ended their 6-year romance, People confirms. Quote, Jamie and Katie split, a music entertainment source tells People. The couple parted ways in May. Ooh. The couple has been linked since 2013, though they've never officially confirmed their ultra-private relationship. Reps for both actors had no immediate comment. News of their split comes 3 days after Fox was spotted holding hands with singer Stella Vave on Friday night as the two left Bootsy Bellows nightclub in LA. Okay, so I guess it looks like he's cheating on her. Meanwhile, they broke up in May, so now's the time to let you know. Like,
They're so secretive.
He's a good dude.
And it like when every news outlet reported at the exact same time that they had broken up, I was like, this is so unlike them to release a statement like after just having broken up. But it actually makes sense that they broke up in May and now he's moving on, so they had to have broken up. You know?
Yeah.
They really were so successful at being so private.
And it makes you think, like, people can do that
Yeah.
if they really want to, so they just don't want to.
Right. But they just want to like pretend like they do want it.
Right. Like, I also saw a story today that I didn't choose, that was like a Page 6 exclusive where someone was like, Miley, Cyrus, and Caitlyn were literally having sex in public in like a West Hollywood club. Essentially, like,
Right,
so it's like
grinding.
they're not trying to be private.
No. But I hate when celebrities like do things like that and then like demand or like tweet like I just want my privacy. Like no, you don't.
If you want your privacy, like, talk to Katie Holmes.
Yeah, no, I'm a celebrity like wannabe and I just don't want my privacy. And I have none.
Yeah.
Like I'm just putting it out there. So when I do become huge.
Well, I think she seems like she's in a good place. She like makes me a little sad.
She makes
but-
me really sad when you think about her life, and like how she got here from like she really like was flung on the scene, Dawson's Creek, like everyone wanted a piece of her. She could have been like her life would have been so different if she didn't start dating Tom Cruise.
But she also, like, now she's A-list, and I think she's forever A-list. Whereas when she started dating Tom Cruise, she was like Mandy
Teeny
Moore.
bopper.
Like, she was just another teeny actress.
Yeah, I think she still probably would have ended up A-list, but she would have had to work her way there like through roles because she was really like
I don't think so. I don't think she would have ever ended up at the Met Gala.
Oh, the Met Gala.
You know, like
yeah.
think about her contemporaries. Busy Phillips was on Dawson's Creek,
Yeah.
right?
You know, I was watching
James
something.
Vanderbeek.
I think I made that up, but
No, it's the same
Right?
like generation.
it's the same generation. James Vanderbeek, Busy Phillips, they're not at the Met Gala.
I was
Katie Holmes
watching
is.
TV. I was
But
watching
then look at
Bachelor.
Michelle Williams. She's
Was she on Dawson's Creek?
Yeah.
I was watching The Bachelor and I was watching live with commercials and I saw 2 back-to-back commercials with Busy Phillips in it. Old Navy and Olay.
Wow.
And in the Olay one, she like picked her nose for a second. It was very weird. I was surprised they didn't edit that out.
Intentionally?
Yeah, I think she was like, no, like she was rubbing cream And they literally only got the part where she was rubbing like right in, around, and by her nostril.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it was like a weird thing that they definitely should have edited. But it's like that show, as much as it wasn't a success, like really catapulted her to another level. Like I don't think before her TV show would she ever have been back-to-back national campaign commercials.
Yeah. So I think overall it's a success because it's a launching pad.
Yeah, I mean, and by the way, like having a TV show, even if it gets canceled, like as someone who, like Busy Phillips was never meant to be a daytime television. She was an actress, you know, and so like she really earned herself a TV show just by being funny and having a good Instagram. Like, and even though it got canceled, like that is a success. I feel like she's talking about it now, like on her Instagram, like the big failure of her career. But like, no, that's a big success. You had 100 TV shows. So you had like a really cute set. You had Kim Kardashian on your show. Like, success.
Agreed.
Like if I got a TV show, like, and it got canceled, like I would not be embarrassed. I would be like, I got a fucking TV show.
And you
eat my
had
ass.
like 1 year of 5 nights a week. Like I would just watch them on replay for the rest of my life.
And also, I'd be so tired. 5 nights a week is like super hard. It's a lot of work. Like it's for real TV, like the production takes all day. Like I'd be tired. I would take some time off, and I'd be like so grateful. Like I've been seeing all these articles that's like Busy Phillips wants to know more about why her TV show was canceled. Well, I think there's really only one reason TV shows get canceled, and that's because like lack of ratings. And just like be grateful. Like that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You did it. Bye.
It's better to have something and lost it than to never have had it at all.
Complete. As some people who have never had it at all, Busy, be grateful.
Sweet. Okay, next story is actually really shocking to me. You guys didn't seem so surprised, but Billie Eilish's Bad Guy hits #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, dethroning Lil Nas X's Old Town Road after a record 19 weeks on top.
That's crazy, and it's also crazy that the song that dethroned it is a song that, like, as someone who's very immersed in pop culture, I don't think I've ever heard in full.
In full, maybe not, but you know the song. It's like
It sounds like an arcade game.
No, it's like you're a bad guy.
See, look, three people who are like pop culture fanatics. We do it as a full-time job, and we don't even know this song in full. That's like the power of the teeny boppers.
I don't
Did
know
you
the
see
lyrics.
Justin Bieber like congratulated her on his Instagram story, and like it really, not to make everything about Taylor Swift, but it reminded me of something Taylor Swift once said, because he said, "Congrats, Billie! Like so happy to have been a part of your history, or to been a part of history." Like really including himself.
What did he do? Oh, he remixed it. Like he did a.
No, she's just got famous as being like a Justin Bieber #1
No,
fan.
no. They came out with a song. She re-released a song with him on a verse. But that's not the one that went #1.
So that's like Billy Ray tweeting at Lil Nas saying.
Okay. I mean, it just was a little like, there will be men who try and take.
I don't.
What's the phrase she
credit
said?
for your
credit
fame.
for your fame and your accomplishments, and that's just what it sounded like.
No,
But
that's also like Mason Ramsey tweeting at Lil Nas, who was like on the last iteration of it. Still cute. We just
Fine.
don't like Justin Bieber.
no, I like Justin Bieber. I actually really like him and Hayley.
I like him and Hayley, but I don't like him. He just
Agreed.
like makes me feel weird, and I feel like everything he posts on Instagram, he doesn't like know he's posting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
he's-
Like he sat on his phone and things came out.
Yeah, like it was an
definitely-
accident.
He's definitely weird. I really like him and Hayley. They're like super growing on me.
Me too.
And she's like the most beautiful woman in the world. And it's really sad that it took her like having to marry like the most famous person in the world for people to realize that, because I always knew she was really
No,
pretty.
but it's really frustrating because I still don't think people realize that. Like she's technically a model, yet she still gets no work.
Because she's so short.
But
She's
like,
our height.
I feel like height doesn't matter anymore unless you're walking in a fashion
In
show.
runway, yeah.
And she
Agreed.
said she's never doing it again. She literally made it her story because she was like, I don't know how to walk.
I also still don't think I've ever heard her speak.
I have in her 73 questions, and she was like so soft-spoken and just like literally if I touched her, she would break.
That's crazy.
She was just so fragile.
That's how I felt about Sophia Richie until the video. I
no,
never heard her speak.
No, me neither. But once I heard her talk, I'm like, oh, you could take a punch in the face. Like you wouldn't be broken. You know, she's like,
Yeah.
she's built tough, like a
I mean,
Ford.
I think she is built tough like a Ford.
You gotta
because
be.
For Scott and everything, and she literally, this 19-year-old, when she met him, like changed him.
Yeah, I watched
A 30-something man stuck in his ways. Their relationship is like 99% I love, but like the 1% where it's like she literally looks like his child is like so fucking creepy, but I really like them.
I watched Flip It Like Disick. And I thought it was interesting. Like, there's a lot of characters besides Scott.
Too many.
And the girl that, like, not Willa, the brunette girl who, like, lives in his house and, like, works for him, like, is really annoying. I don't know her name.
I don't know which one.
She was just, like, all up in his business, like, really just trying to say stuff that would be, like, funny on TV. She was really annoying me.
I think they'll figure out who's well-liked. I don't like
The Israelis fighting was hilarious.
Oh, I didn't see that episode, but I don't like his partner, his immediate partner who he like does the deals with because he talks too much.
Oh.
And it's like flip it like Disick, not like flip it like partner.
Yeah. No, but it's super interesting, and Scott, like, really definitely knows what he's talking about. And what's so crazy, and you made this call, is, like, this show should have been Flip It Like Courtney Disick.
Uh-huh.
You
Because
know?
when he needed a decorator, like Courtney is a decorator. She's actually an incredible decorator.
Yeah, she was in Architectural Digest.
So I don't know if she's like actually just that stupid that she didn't do it or just that bitter.
Stubborn, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know which one's worse.
Remember those episodes like a bunch of seasons ago where they were driving around town? And
Probably 4 years ago.
He was already starting to develop and he was like, we could be a team, like you do designs. And then she was like, okay. And then she was like, actually, like I want to do it on my own. So dumb.
Then
and
she does poosh.
Do you agree? Like, I like Willa Ford and I definitely want to be bad. But do you agree her style is just...
It's just not my style,
It's just not my style. Agreed. A little too leafy.
Yes, a little too minimal.
Agreed. Next up, some good news. Florida Georgia Line's Tyler Hubbard and wife Hayley welcome baby boy.
Very cute.
Hubbard party of 4. FGL's Tyler Hubbard welcomed his second child, a baby boy named Luca Reed, with his wife Hayley on Monday in Nashville, people confirmed. Hayley was absolutely amazing throughout the whole labor. She was so patient, positive, and strong. She honestly made it look easy, proud dad Tyler gushed. Baby was born at 3:40 a.m., weighed in at 8 pounds 11 ounces, and measured at 20.5 inches long.
I just like live for like the wives of country music men because they really have like created an industry for themselves where they're all like lifestyle Pinterest bloggers with like orangey flow and they take pictures in fields and they make money while their husbands are on the road. Like I want to be one.
And if I can't be one, I want a Real Housewives of Nashville where you get these good premium people.
Oh my God. Okay, let's cast the Real Housewives of Nashville. The 2 FGL girls, Brittany and Hayley.
Dan and Shay's wives could...
I don't live for their Instagram. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like they're prominent.
Brittany Aldean,
Nico
Hawking,
because
yeah.
she's like the engaged and she's like the new Jen.
Yes, she would be like the youngest one who like they would all be like, you're so immature, you know.
Lauren
Yeah.
Bushnell.
Lauren Bushnell. Wait, this is a great fucking show.
I
just
know.
don't know if they would do it. Some of the women don't need it. You know what I mean?
No, I think some of them are like probably too private to do it, but I think
Brittany Kelly would love it. Brian Kelly's wife from Florida Georgia Line,
I
because
think-
she has a business that she would love to promote.
Lauren B would like it. I think Nico would do it. So maybe it's not Real Housewives then. Maybe it's just like.
But it would need to be on Bravo because anytime CMT tries to do a reality show, like it doesn't work.
I
It has
agree.
to be like Wags.
It has to be
but-
Wags on E or Bravo.
But
But Wags
whatever
is such
the
like a
acronym
derogatory
is.
term.
No, a different name.
Yeah.
But that has to be the concept.
Should we like pitch the show? I actually am feeling really passionate about it.
I have to believe that someone's thought of it and it didn't happen for a reason.
Like I think the reason would be like that Trisha Yearwood isn't down, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think she's right for the show.
No.
She would never.
I think Brittany Aldean would be down, and she would
Yes.
be like probably the biggest name.
And she would be, I feel, like the center of the group, whereas like she's really connected to like the old school, like Luke Bryan's wife, because Jason Aldean is like so like cemented in his career, but she's also like new wave, like she has an Instagram, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, if Barbie Blank had played her cards right,
It could have been her.
she could have seen herself on Wags Part 2.
Who do we talk to about getting the show off the ground? Like I would literally love to be a producer.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be on it because I don't fit the mold, but like I think I have a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, and we could like come to town, they see the Toast Live. Like,
Yeah. Oh my God. I actually feel, I think I'm really onto something.
yeah.
Well, now someone's going to see this, steal your idea, and you're not going to get any credit.
Who do we know in TV? We know some people.
We know some people. We'll talk to our team.
Well, yeah, and just...
I just need to have a new business card printed up.
I
Claudia Oshry, attorney at law, and executive producer of The Real Housewives of Nashville.
Yeah, or the real... What would they be if they're not housewives? Because maybe they're not all housewives. Maybe they don't want to be a Real Housewives franchise. Like Ladies of Nashville, how Ladies of London was like...
Love that.
You know,
Love that. But maybe not ladies. Like Cowgirls of Nashville.
Like Chicks of Nashville. No,
That's so tacky.
Yeah.
Gals of Nashville. I like that. I'm going
Okay.
to print that on my business card from Vistaprint.
Ooh, do it.
Where you can upload your own design or start with one of their professionally designed options. They use only carefully selected inks and responsibly sourced paper stocks, dozens of designs that are just right for your business. So I've used Vistaprint over the many years of just, you know, like being a fake businesswoman. And the best part is that they're so cheap because like I get 500 and then I realize like I don't really need them because I don't really have a job. But they were only $9.99. So like I'm fine, you know?
Yeah. But you do need them because I don't think there's anything worse in this world than when someone asks you, do you
For a
have a card?
card.
And you don't have one.
No, it's like,
And that's like saying, do you have a job? And you're like, no,
you know,
sorry,
it's like,
I
do you have a
left it at
card?
home."
Do you have a card? No, sorry, I'm a piece of shit. Like that's basically what you're saying. And Vistaprint,
No, sorry, I don't like opportunities.
Right, no, I don't want your money. Thanks, I'm good. I have enough. Vistaprint wants you to be able to own the now in any situation, which is why our listeners will get 500 high-quality custom business cards starting at $9.99. Use code TOAST at Vistaprint.com. That's code TOAST at Vistaprint.com, TOAST at VISTA print.com. I honestly think that some of you could benefit from a business card revamp. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some of you don't have a business card, and it shows.
Definitely. We also got some other good suggestions on wives.
Okay.
Thomas Rhett's wife.
Laura
Oh,
Atkins.
yes, of course.
She's so premium. Jesse James Decker, who's no stranger to reality TV.
I don't think it's right for her.
No.
Okay. Nicole Kidman.
Yes! Oh my
She
God.
would never.
Yes, she would never, but like That TV show is everything.
Everything.
Everything. Oh my God, we got to make it happen. I would pay her $2 million a season. If it's good enough for Denise Richards.
It's good enough for Nicole Kidman.
Oh my God, I'm just getting so excited.
Wait, speaking of country music.
Country Wives, people are suggesting for a name.
Love it.
Me too.
Speaking of country music, our fifth and final story is a little country news.
A little country news.
She's back. Carrie Underwood to host the CMA Awards with Dolly Parton and Reba McEntire. The CMA Awards are switching things up this year. On Monday, the Country Music Association announced that Carrie Underwood would once again return to host, but instead of decade-long mainstay Brad Paisley, she'll be joined by guest hosts and country icons Reba McEntire and Dolly Parton in a new women-driven initiative, and maybe they'll poach the hosts of the Morning Toast, Jackie and Claudia.
This just got me thinking that CMA Awards are coming up, and for the third consecutive year, or second? No, third.
Third.
For the third consecutive year in a row, we have to be there. So
we will be.
I will get on the paperwork of media credentials because it's too important. It's really the best day of the year.
It's the best,
and it's going to be like the craziest week for me because I have a wedding in Morocco that weekend, and then the CMA Awards are Wednesday.
Okay.
So maybe I'll just fly straight to Nashville, and then I'm on tour that weekend. But I have to make it happen.
But are there flights from Morocco to Nashville?
No, it'll probably be Casablanca to JFK, and then JFK to Nashville.
Got
That's
it.
terrible.
Well,
it's terrible. Yeah.
But even last year when we went to the CMAs, it was the busiest week, and then we had the Divine Diversion that just threw a wrench in my life. We went from Olivia's Bachelorette to Nashville.
It was pouring rain. Remember the day of the CMA Awards? We had to walk through Music Row.
Oh my God, yes, with our shoes off. Obesity Week.
Yes.
And then, then we went divinely to Pittsburgh. From Pittsburgh to New York. From New York, I went to Dallas. From Dallas, I went to Utah for Thanksgiving.
It was a crazy week, but November's always a crazy time. And whether I have to walk or crawl there, I'm going to the CMA Awards.
Of course, we will be there.
We will.
I can't wait. What are we gonna wear?
I don't know. We should get now that we've thought about it. We usually I'm always forgetting the month before, putting in credentials and trying to find media people to produce a show. But now that we're fully
on top of it,
3 months in advance, we should get outfits made.
Ooh.
Really country, Casey Musgraves, yeehaw vibes.
But not stupid.
Yisachi.
We don't want to offend.
No, but I want sparkly boots.
You should wear your retro feet dress with cowboy boots.
Done. Oh my God.
That would actually be super
but I really
cute.
want over the knee cowboy boots.
Cool.
I know. Do you think they make those?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Who was the girl from Project Runway who was here?
Layla Orr.
She should make us outfits. Do you
And
think
she's
she
from
would?
Dallas.
Oh my God. Wait, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Margot, write it down.
Sweet. Well, that's exciting. I mean, sad for Brad Paisley, but this seems like an iconic
I know
trio.
everyone was oh, what did Brad Paisley do? It was some sort of bad blood. But then I realized country music has been really getting hounded by especially the women in country for not being, equal pay. The men just dominate everything. So I don't think Brad Paisley did anything wrong. I just think it's not a good look for them to have a man hosting.
Yeah, no, I think they're switching things up. And we were just saying 2 weeks ago, when will they switch it up? And I like how we were speculating, because I guess this is just how we're programmed to be so ageist, that they were going to go with someone younger.
Yeah.
But they went with two people who are older.
I love it. Reba has hosted something once before, and she was great at it.
ACMs.
Yes. I get confused. ACM, CMA. It's literally the same letters.
Yeah, it's just another opportunity for us to enjoy ourselves.
Can you believe that I'm going to a wedding in Morocco?
No, I can't.
I've never been. I'm just nervous. I'm not really a traveler,
No, none of us really are.
But this is in my opinion, a once in a
Olivia
lifetime.
is.
Yeah. I just don't think I would ever have another opportunity to go to Marrakesh, and I just feel like I'm going to be Sex and the City.
You will be.
And I will be Miranda, and I will be proud of it.
That'll be super cool.
Yeah,
Can't wait
right?
to hear all about it on the CMA Awards red carpet.
I know, 2 days later. That's going to be such a crazy week. I'm very excited.
Maybe you'll get some cool garbs in Morocco that you could wear.
This outfit I'm wearing right now is very Moroccan.
Is it?
Is it not?
No.
It's a print.
I guess. If it were in the caftan.
Maybe if I was wearing Felix Gray glasses with it, do you think I would be a little bit more Moroccan?
I don't know if you'd be more Moroccan, but you'd definitely be doing better for your eyes.
And definitely be more stylin', wildin'. I'd also be living it up.
In the city.
You may not realize it, but the average American blasts their eyes with bright screens for 11 hours a day. I always check my screen time. Let's check it right now. Oh my God, screen time is the worst app that ever happened to me. Do you guys want to know my average phone time?
Yes.
Over the last 7 days? Let's see. Oh man.
Screen time.
10
last
hours.
70.
What's yours?
4 hours and 38 minutes per day.
Oh man, you're a freak. Margot?
That's crazy. That's nothing. What's yours?
Okay.
7 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm more than Marco.
That's really weird.
And it's so bad for my eyes, and I definitely know that's why I get like optical migraines, because I'm like never protecting my eyes. When you consider how much your day revolves around your device, it seems so crazy. The majority of Americans live with tired, dry eyes, blurry vision, or headaches caused by screens. If this sounds familiar, Felix Gray glasses are for you. I got Felix Gray glasses like 2 months ago, and I use them now before bed when like I'm scrolling my phone and when I'm watching 2 hours of treacherous Bachelor in Paradise, and I definitely feel like I'm going to bed with less headaches and just like less dizziness. Ben also is making the transition over to Felix Gray, and I think it's gonna be good for our relationship, for our marriage, and for our home in general.
Maybe you'll see each other better.
Maybe. Felix Gray frames are handcrafted with the same high-quality materials used in high-end designer frames like organic Italian acetate and German-engineered steel. Their glasses are available in non-prescription, prescription, and readers, as well as kids and adult sizes. So even if you don't have bad eyes, but you just want to protect your eyes from like the treacherousness of the blue light, you can get non-prescription glasses, which is like such a trendy thing to do. And
Yeah,
like,
remember when we used to do that growing up?
yeah,
We
from
needed
like
Felix
Claire's.
Gray, yeah.
Claire's ones were not good for our eyes, for sure.
No.
Don't go another day looking at screens without the help of some Felix Grays. Go to Felix Gray, Gray, glasses.com/toast for free shipping and 30 days of risk-free returns or exchanges. That's felixgrayglasses.com/toast. Again, that's gray with an A. Felix Gray, Gray, glasses.com/toast. Sign on, protect your eyes. Feel, see, amazing.
Okay, those
Bachelor
are the
in
stories that
Paradise.
you needed to know. Bachelor in Paradise will recap tomorrow on the Snatchler, but just my overall thought, it was a tough episode. It took us 45 minutes to get the roses out.
It was torture. And I honestly, like, that fight was really stupid, and honestly, like, justice for Christian. He literally didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but no, he made it violent. Like, Jordan was stupid, but then Christian, like, put hands on.
Escalated it.
So they were both in the wrong.
They were both in the wrong, but from the beginning, like, Christian didn't do anything wrong. He came to Paradise and saw someone he liked. Like, all these guys, like, hating him because Clay liked Nicole, too. Nicole went along with it. Like, he didn't do anything wrong.
I agree.
And Jordan coming over and instigating with the, what was it? Piñata. Was stupid and immature and instigating. Christian definitely made it more violent by, like, putting hands on, but Jordan literally picked him up and body slammed him. Like, that was a whole other level of violence.
But
like,
they both needed to go at that point.
They both needed to go, but if they had to pick one person to go home, it should have been Jordan.
Oh, I think they would have sent home Christian, because what Jordan did was, like, technically, like, when he threw the teddy bear in the ocean, like, that didn't escalate and become a fight. It was just, like, a petty thing to do. And he was doing that again, and this show runs on petty shit, so, like, he wasn't doing anything off book.
I was really surprised that they were just, like, very, like, teacher, you both go home, you know?
Yeah.
Well, after last season,
They had to.
they had to.
And honestly, I'm so glad that they both went home. They were both probably going home anyway.
Yeah.
So I wasn't upset about it.
And then Christina just being such a loser, like, giving Blake a rose, like, and she thinks she's like this evil genius, like, I want him to watch Hannah and Dylan fall in love. Stupid. Like,
She's so fucking stupid. And what's worse is that she's not just, like, stupid and, like, stupid to be stupid.
Stupid and dangerous.
She thinks she's a genius.
Right. No, she was really frustrating me to watch. And honestly, like, I was watching the episode being like, oh my God, I hate Nicole. But then I, like, tweeted something at Nicole, and she tweeted back, and, like, she could have been mean, and she wasn't. So now I have respect for her for, like, being able to laugh at herself. Like, every time a tweet, like, has gone viral about her, like, and it is a little, like, funny about her, she could be, like, a weenie and be like, it was so mean to me. But she's taking it and rolling with the punches and accepting the Twitter followers, like, gracefully. And I really respect that. I have to put it out there. Like, I respect the hell out of Nicole Lopez.
Yeah. That's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's very brave. I can't say that I would do the same.
What else happened? Demi and Derek are
Falling apart.
It's, like, sad to watch. Oh, 11/11, make a wish.
Oh, also what's happening is the greatest relationship of all time, maybe the Romeo and Juliet of our generation, Jean Paul Jones and Tayshia.
I completely agree. And you know who John Paul Jones reminds me of?
Who?
Grizz.
Yes, from the Society.
Because
First of
it's
all,
like he's like a
he appears like
to be a jock, but then he's like so learned and in touch with his emotions, and he's just so much more than he seems to be, and he's like amazing.
No, and like that scene, I'm so glad that they played that entire scene. Like, it was a very long conversation of before they jumped in the pool, they were sitting on, and like it was like a weird conversation, but it was like so playful and so cute, and like it was and I feel like people don't get that much airtime usually, but they showed the whole conversation front to end where they jumped in the pool, and it was the best conversation. I was like a giddy 12-year-old watching it.
No, I love them, and I've been saying I stand Tayshia and Derek, but now I stand Tayshia and John Paul Jones, especially because I just love when guys like they like someone and they're obsessed with them and they're not going to stray and they're so grateful for these women giving them the time of day.
Right, and that's
as
why
they should be.
And that's why like every person who's being like Dylan is clingy, like you're an asshole, because girls love to be like, I want to give it a nice guy, like all these guys are such douchebags, and then they see Dylan who has a very clear agenda. He only wants Hannah and Hannah alone forever and ever till the day he dies. And everyone painting is like, he's crazy clanger. Like, no, that's what girls want. So stop asking for it if you don't actually want it.
I agree that it's cute, but it's not as cute when it's like, I mean, I really like them, and so I don't even want to say anything negative, but like when it's Hannah G and she's like clearly like the number one girl in this group, it's not so like romantic when someone's like obsessed with her and gonna do everything to fight for her.
No, it's not romantic, but I don't think it's weird. People are making it seem like he's a freak.
Yeah.
It's not freaky.
I'm glad they finally like found their ground.
But by the way, some of the women in Paradise, like you could see the way they talk in their testimonials, are so fucking jealous of Hannah. And like I would be too, because like if you just came there and all these guys, literally 5 guys, are obsessed with Hannah, like no one's there for you. Like it's really annoying. But the way that like Sydney and like some of the women talk about Hannah, like they fucking hate her.
Yeah.
It's
it must
interesting.
be so fucking annoying.
No, it is annoying. And that's what I felt on Yeka. She's like, there's 2 guys here and 4 girls, and they've all had sex with each other, and like I don't feel included, and like what am I doing here?
And I love her.
Me too. People were saying it was selfish of her not to give a rose to like Wills or someone who was
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Go home, bitch.
No, and we need to cycle these people out. Those guys there who aren't getting a rose have now been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they've made no connections. There's been a lot of premium girls coming through. And you know what? I don't see it happening for you. Like, if you couldn't make a good... Like, the first people that come are the best people. It's not going to get much better from here, except Jen Saab is coming next week, and I fucking stand.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if she was coming.
I wasn't sure if she was coming, but if I thought if she was coming, they would for sure address the fact that her and Blake went on a date.
I think they're going to. They have to.
I didn't see it in the trailer.
There was only so much they could give us, and I think they also, like, don't want to show us some
The
stuff.
Toasters broke the news, like, months ago when, like, so many rumors about Blake were swirling. He was spotted somewhere by
Nashville.
a toaster in a
he
bar.
Went to Nashville, and she lives there. That means that he, once again, used his frequent flyers to visit someone from the franchise and make connections before Paradise.
And he went on a date with Jen Sav and never really got written up and everywhere, but the Toasters fucking found it, and that picture resurfaced last night in the Toasters Facebook group because it's so crazy. They better address it.
They have to. They're addressing everything. You know, he's not getting away with nothing.
Yeah.
And so I think the Jen Sav on top of the Caitlyn of it all, now he would be up to like 7 girls that he's been mingling with. That might finish him.
Well, what was so interesting is I was actually really surprised that Hannah chose Dylan because, you know, I'm no body language expert, but I was watching their
100%.
the cheese date and then the mariachi date, and Hannah was so much more carefree, comfortable, like more touchy, more forward with Blake, and like every time Dylan kissed her, she like pulled away and like gave the cheek. Like I really thought for sure she was going to choose Blake.
I didn't think she was going to choose Blake because she's concerned with her image, but I agree that just from what we saw, and I know we don't see everything, but from what we saw, it looks like she was just more interested and had more chemistry with Blake.
Yeah, and even at the date after she made the decision, that date with all the Aztec dancers, she still didn't seem like she did with Blake.
No, it's like Dylan has her head, but like Blake has her heart. And she went with her head, which is like what we're all like supposed to do. And she's doing what she's supposed to do. And maybe it will turn into like real true love.
I don't think it's true love. I think I just really like Dylan, and I like appreciate him being a good guy and going after the most sought after girl in Paradise and having a real chance at it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like happy for him. Like he's like the underdog, and
He's
I want him
living
to
his
win.
dream.
But I don't think that they're really a match made in heaven.
I agree, because I feel like she has a wandering eye, because this is the prime of, like, you know, it wasn't just an instant connection, love at first sight. She's closing every other door. I think her eyes are still like, wait, who's coming?
Jackie, Kristen Cavallari for Gals of Nashville.
I was thinking that, but she has her own show. Why would she do that?
Yeah, well, because maybe this show would actually be good.
Barry Cavallari is now getting a 3rd season, which means it's
That
good.
doesn't mean it's good.
It means there's rate. It means people like it. Shows only get canceled for one reason.
So true.
You said it yourself.
I did say it. I love when you quote me back. Hey.
Okay, let's save the rest for the Snatcher. We'll watch the rest of the show tonight.
Yes.
And Below Deck.
Oh, Below Deck, you know, just such a good show. I never forget, I never remember what day it's on, but it's like I'm always watching TV, and then it's like the new episode of Below Deck, and I was just like so excited to see it. It's just such a consistent, like funny, happy, sad, like it's just a good show.
It's an all-around show. Oh my gosh, you guys have to watch the Patreon episode of Asbury Park. I don't want to say what we talk about, but it's pretty interesting.
What?
Related to
Oh, did you talk about it?
Yeah, we did, because we were in the car.
Oh my God, wait. Subscribe to the Patreon and watch this video just for that moment, because I don't know if we're going to do it. Whatever, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it after the video.
Oh my stomach just rumbled. I wonder if you could hear it on the
The
mic.
episode was kind of boring. Like, every time I fast forwarded through commercials, I was like, oh my God, it's only been like this short.
No, but this charter group on the boat was funny.
They were funny, and I think they had a good time, but and they didn't tip.
The throwing up.
That was crazy.
Oh my God, that was the craziest thing I ever saw. Like how he
Why
almost...
did they show us so much throw up?
I don't know. And he almost threw up on Aisha, but then he ended up throwing up on one of the camera guys because there's another
horrible.
deck. Because it was below deck.
Yeah, it's so sad.
So terrible.
But they shouldn't have been showing us the throw up on the rail for so long. Like,
yeah.
come on.
I'm really struggling between, like, I actually really like and respect Joao, and I was watching him on Watch What Happens Live last night. It was a rerun, but he basically was, like, such an asshole last season, and Andy was like, what happened? Like, you're, like, much better this season. He was like, seeing myself on TV, like, being such a prick was, like, so humbling, and, like, really, like, I grew up so much, and I just really, like him and respect him. I think he really likes his job, and he really wants to, like, grow and, like, be a captain, but I feel like he's being so unnecessarily hard on Jack. Like,
I disagree.
Really?
I think he's, like, trying to handle Jack with kid gloves, and I think Jack is fucking terrible. He's so annoying. He doesn't do his job. What are you doing here? He's, like, dead weight on this boat, and, like, what's worse is that everyone loves him, and so Joao is, like, not even being as mean to, like, if everyone hated Jack, then Joao could be even meaner to him, but it's like, this person who sucks at their job, and it only affects me, but everyone else likes them, so if I'm mean to him, like, I'm on the outs with the group. He's the only one not in a relationship. He takes his job really seriously, and Jack is, like, just like, he seems like a cool dude, but, like, he's not a worker bee.
Yeah, but it's just like, he felt like being so nitpicky. Like when Jack was cleaning the rails and he came out and was like, we need to talk about you getting fired. Because he was like not cleaning the whole rail, but like parts of it where there were spots. I don't know. It just seemed like he was really looking for a reason to yell at him.
No, Captain Sandy said, go out there and give it to him.
He looked like he was gaslighting Captain Sandy. Captain Sandy is not like the most fierce leader. Like she's very much a doormat.
No, I think it's a bigger, like, obviously the rails wasn't the first or second or third thing. And so when you're in front of the captain and you're still fake cleaning, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing when you're not in front of the captain?
Right. Also, you know what I really like have taken a negative turn on?
Anastasia.
Yes. She never should have accepted the chef job. She obviously couldn't handle it. Like, it was cool, like, when they were in a pickle, but when they docked and had new charter guests, they should have gotten a new chef. Captain Sandy, that was her biggest mistake. Anastasia can't handle it. The hair?
The hair.
Not okay.
And she doesn't take responsibility for anything. And like,
this was the craziest thing she ever said. I'm not responsible for what happens when the dish leaves my galley and goes up to the table. Like, if it gets cold in that journey, then that's not my fault because it was hot when it left my kitchen. It's a 10-second walk. There's no way a steak goes from hot to cold.
Yeah, and then like her plating and like making everyone run, like,
and not telling anyone who the well-done steaks were.
Yeah, there are tons of ships in the Med that have chefs that get hot food out. Like, you just didn't learn how to make food hot and keep it hot, I guess. Because you're not, but like, you have to just be like, I don't know why. I don't know. It's on me, not because they're walking too slowly.
Yeah, and Hannah's definitely getting like a little, it's weird for like someone who was 2 levels below you now to be your equal. And Hannah's definitely like looking for things wrong. Like she literally said to the guy who had the well-done steak, who it wasn't done well done, but she went up to him and was like, do you want this cooked more? He didn't ask.
Well, she probably saw that it wasn't cooked and he wasn't eating it.
For sure.
No, she's doing her job. Also, like, they're correct in saying, like, the food makes the tip. Like,
1,000%.
If you have bad food but good service, like, it's not going to be a great experience. If you have great food and mediocre service, you'll get a better tip. And, like, it's about the food. And so when she's, like, being critical of Anastasia, it's because that's affecting her wallet.
God, Jackie, when they were like the hair, she goes, it wasn't mine.
Like, how do you know that?
But also, that's not the way to respond. You're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She immediately went on the defense. This job is not for her, and I'm really looking forward to her being debunked back down to a third stew.
But Captain Sandy was once again in a pickle because now she has 2/3 stews and she has to let someone go. And I didn't think that it should be June.
I couldn't agree more.
And I know June's not like the best third stew, but first of all, she's like the nicest person to ever go on reality TV, I think.
She's the newest to the boat. Like, it takes time. Not everyone is going to learn everything that second.
Yeah, and like anytime Hannah's told her something, like she fixes it and she does it. She's always fucking doing laundry, which seems to be like the worst job.
The third stew always does laundry, but she's always actively working.
Yeah, she doesn't complain. Like, and why does she get punished because of Anastasia's like flip-floppiness?
I couldn't agree more. I think Anastasia should have went home.
I don't know what the right thing to do was, but I mean, Colin's gonna come in and save the day, and like, I ship Colin in June, and I hope that she gives him a big fat kiss.
No, I know.
When he gives her his job.
Colin is like such a nice guy. On Watch What Happens Live, which wasn't last night, but they replayed it. He was saying how like he gets so many moms in his DMs, like asking to date his daughters, and Andy was like, "What's your type?" And he goes, "I just like people who like me back." How fucking sad is that?
That's like
That's horrible.
Sweetest thing I've ever heard.
It's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
No, but you know what? I kind of feel him. I feel like growing up I used to be that way because I was like, if you like me, it means you have good taste, and
Right.
I like you.
No, you like me, you must be funny.
Yeah.
And smart.
Yeah, you must be a fucking genius to know that I'm it.
Right, yes.
So why wouldn't I go out with a genius?
Yeah, that's a great call.
So Colin.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, June, Hannah, I'm gonna miss her.
I know, and you know what? It's like she really gave this season, like, Bravo's now Shop by Bravo selling merch with June Hannah. Like, she created, and June Hannah has literally taken over Twitter. Like, she created this viral moment. Like, she got fired.
Yeah, I think she'll get to keep her job. I also loved how she handled when she did get fired because she didn't just like take it and be a doormat, but she also wasn't disrespectful. She was just like, that's not nice.
It's really not fair.
Yeah.
You have fired when you do something wrong.
And the girls like saying the dream team's back together.
So mean.
It was so not right.
It reminds me of season 1 Below Deck, where Kate Chastain and that girl, Kat, were so fucking mean to this girl, Amy, who was just like this nice Southern girl who like, she wasn't cool and like, they didn't really get along. The other 2 girls were much closer. They were so fucking mean to her. Like, the fact that this girl ended up coming back on another season of Below Deck was shocking. Like, they were talking shit about her right in front of her face. Like, it was so mean and so evil. Like, that's what it reminded me of.
Wow. Also, we didn't even talk about Trevor slapping Anastasia in the face, which was just like, he's got to go. And at what point does what you do off the boat affect your job?
It really, like, shouldn't.
Yeah.
But it really, hold on. It really was confusing me because remember when Chef Mila was saying all those crazy things? He was like so like the moral compass in the car, like really like I was like, yes, you go, Trevor. I like loved him. And like how you could be 2 different people is crazy.
Crazy.
That's reality TV though in a sentence.
Yeah, but also like alcoholism.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was honestly like a really, I mean, it was an unfortunate thing that happened, but the way that the show handled it, it was a really good mini lesson in like, this is problematic, but it doesn't always look problematic on its face.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, so we're back tomorrow, and then also we will be dropping this week's episode of The Snatchler tomorrow afternoon, so make sure to find us on Spotify until we're back up and running on iTunes.
Make sure to get snatched.
Make sure to get snatched.
Because that's
we
all
love you
that's
guys.
happening.
Thank you for listening to The Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show. We go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, so feel free to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found, so that's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, literally anywhere you can find. So leave a 5-star subscription. There we could use some new subscriptions, so head over there.
We could use some subscriptions, reviews. Let's get it up.
Let's just be positive, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, is positive vibes, you know? Love you guys so much. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.